All right, y'all. We've seen the tragedy in Minnesota, and that's terrible. Um, there's a lot of people out there asking for prayers and to think about the children and the families. And I agree. This is a time that we do need to come together and give support. Just simple, easy support. Let them know you're thinking of them. Shake a hand. Give them a hug. That's a big one for me. Um, but let's go beyond that a little bit. This is a great opportunity for us to talk about mental health, mental awareness, suicide prevention, and all that goes along with it, and solutions to the problems we have at hand. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to take this thing and we're going to use it as a civilization to step up, to better, to come closer to perfection, enhancing our lives across the board. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do it to focus on one thing, and that's mental health. We're going to look into this deeply. We're not going to give forgiveness for whatever happened in the past, and we'll never forget what happened in the past. But we can make a difference for the future. So here we are again. We're talking about this mental health. It is a crisis. It is a problem in our country. We have solutions. They're right there in our hands. We have solutions for mental health on every corner in every state. We just don't use them. TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation, is a fantastic thing. I want to be very clear. I have no financial gain from talking about TMS, but I believe in it. And it is a great therapy. It's extraordinarily safe. It's very effective. It's more effective than any pill on the market. And it's very effective towards all sorts of mental illness. The main ones being major depressive disorder, which is a precursor to suicide. This is a great way to save lives, and most people don't even know what it is. Let's look into this. Let's start talking about this. Let's talk about mental health. Let's be aware of what mental health is and isn't. So, for example, right now we have this tragedy in Minnesota. To feel sad, to feel grief, that's normal. But afterwards, if the thoughts and feelings linger, if the thoughts take you down a spiral that you want to take your own life, that's not normal. Taking your life is directly against what our insides are telling us to do. It's directly against our instincts. Our instincts is to survive every single day. So when your mind says, I want to die, or I'll start thinking of ways to kill myself, or anything along those lines, that's not good. That's not normal. And let's call it what it is. It's broken. That brain thing, that thing between your ears isn't quite working right. That's the definition of broken. But as I said before, we're not done. We're going to keep working this. We're going to keep gaining momentum and making ourselves even better every single day. And ourselves, just not the mentally ill, but everybody that's out there. And stick with me, we can do this together. And how do we do it together? We talk about it. We support each other. If you have children, you ask them questions about how they're feeling, why they're feeling the way they feel. We get them counselors or therapists. There's nothing wrong with that. And therapy and counseling is widely accepted in the United States today. There's no more stigma with that. Speaking of stigma, bring down that stigma. So when somebody says somebody's crazy or neurotic or psychotic or that buzzword narcissistic, any of those words that you use out of context from actual mental health, we need to kind of tamp down on that a little bit. These people that have mental illness, they have the opportunity for a full life. They can live and live well, but we need to get the help they need. It took me forever to find the help that I needed. It took a massive amount of support. And although I appreciate it, it shouldn't have been that way. We have all the facilities. We have all the money. We have all the science. The only thing missing is we're just not implementing it on a day-to-day basis. We can do this, and we can do this together. We can make a difference every single day. Instead of calling somebody crazy, you say, hey, man, what's going on? How can I help you? When you look at somebody on TV and they act crazy by shooting somebody up, maybe just in the back of your mind, just have a thought that maybe they didn't get the mental health help that they needed. Just a thought. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Just think it. And then over time, we're going to start bringing that stigma down, not just within ourselves, but within other people around us. We can do this together. So my last point is this. I have a dream. No, I do. I have a thought or a vision of what, like the aliens, they have this perfect society where nobody commits crime, nobody's violent, nobody's hateful. And mental health is a great way to do it. I'm not saying medicate everybody or shock them with, electroconvulsive therapy or TMS. What I'm saying is mental health as a whole can create the perfect society. What that looks like politically, I have no idea. But we have the science and technology right now that we can bring people's emotional stabilization higher, that we can prevent pretty much all violence that's out there. Homelessness would go away. All the left or right wing way out there, fanatics and so forth, that's all stuff we can bring back into the center and create a society that's loving and kind to everybody. There's going to be outliers. That's true all the time. But we're not trying to change the world and every single person, just trying to shift the momentum a little bit towards a little more stable society, a little more loving society, and little more inclusive society. I know that's a bad buzzword for a lot of people, but it's true. We could bring everybody together, and I think mental health is the way to do it. And to close up, we've worked hard as a society to better ourselves. And that's the point of what I'm doing now. I just want to better everybody I can. And I'm going to work hard at this. I know I've been off the reservation for a few weeks. I've had a lot of stuff in my personal life that I had to handle. I am working it, though. It's going to take time. As things settle down, and do a little bit more and how to move on from there. And I appreciate your support. Thank you. But we can do this. We really can. And each one of us, we can remind ourselves that we are broken, but we are absolutely not done. We're going to keep going through that journey, and we're not going to give up. We're going to do this together. Stick with me. We got this.